Aloha and thank you for joining us this morning. Today, in the House, we will be passing out the House version of the state budget. This does not include the Council on Revenue's adjustment of $260 million more we need to balance the budget. We are halfway through the session and there are no measures moving forward for state employees to share the burden. We are making 3 points today. Number one, state government should share the burden. Republicans are encouraging all state employees to donate a day a month to prevent further layoffs of state employees. Point number two, all proposals to cut government spending should be on the table. And point number three, no GE tax increase. Sharing the pain to prevent further layoffs is what we need to do. In his inaugural address, President Obama mentioned the spirit that we need to get through these economic challenges, and I quote, "The selflessness of workers who would rather cut their hours than see a friend lose their job." If we do not advocate for measures like these now, we will be faced with layoffs that contribute to unemployment and inefficiency in government services. Layoffs bring the termed bumping and red circling. Bumping is when a worker would be allowed to bump off a lower paying worker for the same position. Red circling allows for the worker to keep their salary even if they move to a lower grade position. Governor Cayetano recently spoke up about how this system made it very difficult to balance the budget, and the savings they anticipated were never materialized. House Republicans will lead by example. We are proposing that we do the equivalent. If everyone who receives a state paycheck donates 1 day a month of work, we will be sending a strong message to the private sector, where 70% of our jobs come from, that we are in this together. Many businesses providing jobs and private sector employees have already taken the blows of this economy. We all personally know friends and family who have lost their jobs or have taken pay cuts in order to keep their businesses open and the economy doing what it's doing now. Our next speaker is Representative Kymberly Pine.
We are certainly living in extraordinary times, and it's going to take some extraordinary leadership, not just from elected officials, but union leaders and people in the public sector. Just a little sharing of resources by state workers can go a long way to ease the burden that Hawaii families are feeling. Prior to the budget hearings, very few of us in the legislature, and that includes me on Finance Committee, knew just how bad our budget situation was. We believe that union members also did not know the seriousness of our crisis, and that they too would rather give a little than to see their friends lose their jobs and taxes increased on the people of the state of Hawaii. By every worker donating just 1 day a month to the people of Hawaii, we could save almost $100 million. Many of the labor bills that were introduced by our own Speaker, Calvin Say, were killed in the labor hearing before the realities of the budget were explained by many members. And so what we will be doing on the House floor today is asking our leadership to call those bills back. We cannot simply allow the governor to bear the sole burden of negotiating with unions. We must share the burden and lead by the example by pulling these bills out of committee and back into the legislative process. House Bill 1725 was killed, which would have saved $630 million for the state of Hawaii if some members would agree to paying parts of their own drug coverage for just a short period of time while we make it through this financial crisis. House Bill 1726 was also killed in the labor hearing. It would cost union members perhaps only $14 a month to save the state almost $30 million. House Bill 1727 was also killed in the Labor Committee. It would save the state $300 million if members would just agree to pay a small portion of their vision and dental just for this short period of time while we make it out of this budget crisis. Friends, we are in a very serious situation. The budget that we're passing today is obsolete. It no longer balances the budget. If we do not bring these bills back into the legislative process, we will be forced to cut more jobs, and we will be forced to raise taxes, and that will truly cripple our economy.
In addition to donating a day, in addition to keeping all the bills on the table, we have a third, and probably one of the most important, that will resonate not only with the Republican caucus, but the people of Hawaii. No increase in the GET tax. This has been bannered about. There's a bill even that says we're going to raise the GET tax, but it's one of those knee-jerk solutions that we find unacceptable. It's one of those that balances the budget on the back of the people of Hawaii. Because of the train tax, they're already succumbing to the weight of that burden, and to put insult to injury on top of that with another GET tax increase would be cruel, would be unusual punishment for the people of Hawaii. With a GET tax increase, the proponents suspect that for just a half of 1%, you can get $150 million. For a 1% increase, you can get $300 million. It looks like easy money, but it's for difficult times that we're in. If there's anything that we shouldn't be doing now in a time of recovery, is increasing the burden, the cost of living, and the taxation on the people of Hawaii. So in addition to giving up our time, donating a day, in addition to putting all the bills on the table, we are adamantly opposed to any GET tax increase. Full stop.